And that gives me great pleasure now to bring back Dr. Jidon, please, to tell us, what's going on, this sort of center of gravity that you are the hub of. So over to you, please, sir. Thank you.
Thank you again, Paul. I am really pleased to be here when I listen to the speakers ranging from leaders, businessmen, and now I'm a academician. So I would like to present this from my perspective as an academician. I have a few slides to share.
Go for it.
Yeah, please let me know if you can see my slide.
Can. Yes.
Thank you. Wonderful. So, all right. The title of my sharing basically is, a comprehensive solutions to the plastic pollution. Again, this is from an academic perspective, and my name is Jidon. And in addition to doing my job as a lecturer, I'm actually also a director to this innovation and commercialization management center at UMS. All right, so I would like to start these presentations by bringing up these very famous pictures on the internet, where it helps us to understand where actually the plastic, because in order for us to definitively tackle the plastic problem, we really need to be able to understand the exact location of these. So right now we know from this photo that we have this land, we have these industrial activities, and it goes to the rivers, and eventually, the plastic goes to the ocean. And sadly, right now we know we are facing with macro size of plastic, but in addition to macro size plastic, we also actually bombarded with a microplastic. And as we know, this is even worse because actually fish consume this microplastic and it ends up to the human when the human consume the fish. So judging from this situation, I see that there are actually three sources of this plastic. So number one is the plastic that are already in the environment. So we are facing with this problem because we aware there are tons of plastic out there, be it in the ocean, also in the land, and we really need to face this problem. And the second one that we are also dealing with is the plastic that are being produced. We really need to consider this because we know even though we are successful in getting rid of the plastic, or we can collect all the plastic in the ocean, but if we cannot stop the ongoing process, eventually again our ocean will be polluted. And thirdly, we see that in addition to having ongoing, we also foresee that in the future we will be still having this plastic. So like it or not, because plastic, even though we said this is our ocean first enemy, but actually humans really like plastic. Because imagine, the cost and the easiness and the practicality of using the plastic. So knowing the three types of the locations or the whereabouts of this plastic really help us to come up with the comprehensive solutions. Now, I would like to again bringing this map of Sabah. I believe this is probably some good news, some bad news. I will say like that because as you know, Sabah is a very famous of the tourism products, and we have beautiful beaches, we have mountains, and we have beautiful islands. But somehow, for example, in Pulau Gaya, we are facing this plastic waste problem. And according to the study, actually, this plastic come from the people, but some of this plastic also actually contributed from the ocean. And the second beautiful place in Sabah this is a beautiful Mabul. And again, if we take some pictures of this area, we again see this plastic pollution. And if we go further north in Sandakan, we also still facing the same issue of indiscriminate or plastic everywhere. And another important location that I would like to highlight, actually in Kota Kinabalu itself, where we actually have our local municipality, when we have the solid waste management, and we are again facing this problem. Now, the reason I'm sharing this because I would like to draw the attention of the technology providers, because we need to aware that the locations of these plastics are everywhere. Because maybe when we, for example, bring in the technology, we might be having the issue of the enough volume or not of the plastic that can be actually processed in the huge machine, for example. Now, so sharing with you our struggle in Sabah, I would like also to emphasize again, as mentioned by Stephen, that this is basically a real global problem, as one of the scientists has mentioned here, that all the plastic actually come, I can say that from majority of parts of the world. And therefore, this requires a real concerted effort. So particularly in this region, as Honorary Secretariat of Timor-Leste just now, we are fortunate because we are blessed with the coral triangle. And again, this is again a great pleasure again to Mr. Simon and Bluhope, because they are able to identify this triangle and identify the players that can help to save this triangle. So now I would like to, I'm sorry, I'm a bit kind of excited and nervous at the same time. I really, okay. Now I would like to say the thought or the activities that we are doing in the university, again, based on the 3 classifications of the plastic just now. Number 1 is the way we deal with this existing plastic is we call this plastic upcycling. So we are working on with one research together with our counterparts from the US and from Spain, where we convert plastic to diesel fuel. And we also have a team on working on converting plastic to pavement and furniture, because we believe that in order to have a sustainable solution, we really need to be able to monetizing the plastic. So we know this is a long journey, but we see that in order for us to be able to solve this problem, we must be creative enough to come up with value-added solutions. The second solutions that we would like to share here is solutions to the plastic being produced. Now, we know that this is an ongoing battle for everyone. And here in UMS and in Sabah, we see that there are at least 4 areas that we can do actually to come up with this solution. So number 1 is the policy. Everybody agree that having the right policy like banning single-use plastic really help to solve the problem. And the second one we believe actually is the involvement of corporates. So I'd like to share here, because right now we are having this research and engagement with NGOs, and we actually have, we get the involvement by the corporate also, because we believe in order for us to be able to solve this plastic, we need to involve the corporate, because usually in most cases, for example, the corporate produce the plastic, and that plastic is end up being used by, for example, the consumers. So there must be an element of social responsibility for the corporate to sponsor the process to convert the plastic, for example, from waste plastic to a value-added plastic. And we call this as a buyback program. And the number 3 is we have improved 3R, which is the recycle, reuse, and reduce. And we are so thankful that knowing that Bluhope and VOW are cooperating and going to really impact the Sabah plastic neutral, and we love to be a part of this initiative and this project. And the fourth one that we are actually working on and doing in UMS is we do this stop the plastic from entering the ocean. So what you see in the photo there is photo of myself. That is actually my invention. It's a prototype of a river cleaning machine because in Sabah, we know there are advanced machines that can clean up the ocean, but we are struggling in Sabah of continuous indiscriminate dumping of plastic in our rivers. So we are coming up with this invention in order for us to be able to capture this plastic, floating plastic, before it enters the ocean. And solutions to the future plastic, we need to do more research and development for sure. So we are working on making more biodegradable plastic, and we know everybody is working on this topic right now, but sadly, they are not fully commercialized because we understand the limitations of high price of this product. And we also are doing research on substituting plastic in order for us to really bringing down the numbers, the amount of plastic that goes to the environment. And we also working on improved technologies because we understand some technology might be working in, for example, in other modern or advanced countries, but it might not really be suitable here. Therefore, we need to do further research in this area so that this technology can be used locally. And I'm thankful to actually share the initiative or the proposal of having the collaboration in the Sabah Timor-Leste Coral Triangle. And I would like to bring up these memories where actually UMS and Timor-Leste have worked together. In this photo, you can see the former Prime Minister of Timor-Leste, His Excellency Mr. Zanana Gusmao, where UMS actually conferred him the doctorate degree back in 2014. And subsequently, Timor-Leste sends students to UMS for various disciplines. So I can see that there are at least 3 areas of collaboration, how Sabah and particularly UMS can collaborate with Timor-Leste with this Sabah plastic neutral. Number 1 is we can partake in capacity building, transfer of technology, as well as sharing of technology. So with that, I thank you, and I would like to end my sharing by saying this: together, everyone achieve more, which is basically team. And if we can team up together, we can come up with a stronger solutions to the plastic pollution. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Jidon. This was really a great insight, really fantastic. Thank you so much